Hey, good morning, everybody. I think we were just building roads to build roads yesterday. Might as well do more of that. Maybe we'll turn that 2% into a 3% at some point. That'd be crazy. It would be cool to make enough respawn tokens to turn that other sand pit on, though. Hello, hello? Hello, hello? Hello, hello? Thank you for the sub, Kiku, right out the gate. Hell yeah. Good morning. Hello, hello? It's Geoff. It's you. It's all of you. I had trouble getting up today. I don't know why. I went to bed reasonably early, 11:30, somewhere around there. But 7:45 rolled around, and I could not drag my ass out of bed. That's why we're starting 15 minutes later than normal. Weird for me. I'm a morning person. Anybody watch the Tigers suck yesterday? I don't know what the fuck is going on there. Thank you for the sub, Rachel. Hell yeah. Hey, Geoff, I really liked the interview with Emily you did. As a newly engaged man, I understand that feeling. Yeah, I really do love my wife. Thank you. I encourage everybody to love their spouse. It makes it go much easier. We'll just do... Oh, that's the bridge layer. Okay. I see. I thought that was the... So I guess we'll just do up to that bridge, and then we'll look at the missions and evaluate. Hype morning. Hell yeah, thank you. I was traveling and missed the break show stream. How did it go? It went really well. It was our third stream. Man, how time flies, huh? We've already done 3. That's so fucking crazy. I didn't do the break show for like 2 years almost, 1.5 years. And now I've done it 3 times in a row, and yeah, it's very surreal. It was very surreal. You start to rack up those numbers quickly. Woke up at 4 and couldn't fall asleep. Did I get to see Green Day at Riot Fest? Yeah. We left on the 3rd song. We left on the 2nd song. It took us a song to get out of there. But, yeah, they were playing when we left, so I guess technically, yes, I did hear them. I'll be honest with you, not to yuck anybody else's yum, but I'm just not a big Green Day fan. I appreciate the longevity of their career, the success that they've made, the fact that they speak out politically. I'm not a huge fan of them musically, but it was cool to see them as we were leaving. I was surprised. I thought Millie would want to see them, but she did not. So we did not. We got coffee from Wendy's this morning because that was the only place on my route that was a drive-thru from my first job today. It might be one of the worst cups I've had in recent memory. Dude, that sucks to hear, Mark. What's on the agenda for today? What are we fixing? Right, we all residential? We doing a little commercial today? What are we getting up to? Was the most recent thing broken in the office? We don't break that much stuff. We had our kitchen island got broken. I don't know how. All right, we're gonna go right up to this bridge and then we're done. But then we reevaluate. Is that a DLC vehicle? I don't think. The big dump truck might be. I don't think the Dozer is. I got to see Neck Deep. They were great. That's cool. I did not catch. They were playing during someone else's set that I really wanted to see, so I didn't stick around for Neck Deep, but I saw like a half a song or like a song. They seemed good. They seemed like a high energy performance for sure. You always feel like Twitch notifies you a bit late. Thanks for being the voice of my summer. Oh yeah, no problem. I'm glad you're. Thanks for marathoning Fuckface. I hope you enjoy it. It's hopefully a wild ride. Coffee makes you sick, Kiki. That sucks. It's pretty integral to my day. Going to that McMansion I'm always at, replacing another indoor unit, coil evaporator, whatever the brick made out of razor blade dimension in the past. Oof. Mailbox Ejaculator, subscribe. Thank you, Mailbox. It's been an absolute trip while my wife is trying to figure out what type of creature Andrew is, and I'm only into 2023. Oh, there's no one out there like Andrew. He's the whole reason we did the show. Gavin and I just wanted to share him with the world, and we just couldn't figure out how to do it. The podcast made it work. Meow. Does Andrew like brainstorm bits that he can pull just for the podcast, or does he live like that day to day? I don't know. That's a really good question. I would be. I mean, I will say that, Andrew is not displaying any different behavior than he ever has as long as I've known him. Like, what you see week to week is the Andrew that I've been friends with for a decade or more. And that's part of why we wanted to do the show, is because we wanted other people to see what we see, It was a big part of why we wanted to do the show. So if it is bits that he works on, it's stuff that he's been doing since before the podcast existed. He just to live. I think that there is some of that for all of us. I sit down and work on bits, like Uniform. Uniform was as soon as, I don't even think I said it. I think Gavin said it first, but as soon as it was said, something clicked in my head, and then that became a bit that I sat down and worked on between episodes. Too Spicy Icy, Beef Bracelet, Sloppy Joe's, Bingo. Those are bits that I work on intentionally behind the scenes, and so I'm sure he does some of that, but I think most of what we're seeing is just Andrew going through life, which is what makes it so awesome to me. Is this game multiplayer? It sure is, McCrazzle. And it's good in multiplayer too. I just can't get any of my friends to play it, and I certainly can't get my friends Antonio and Burndog to play it at 8 in the morning when I play. Just listening to the podcast, I was wondering, did Andrew comment about your 15 years ago and whiskey? Did Andrew's comment about you 15 years ago and the whiskey and water annoy you? I don't know what you're talking about, so I don't think so. I don't know why Andrew would ever annoy me. But I don't remember the specific comment. Oh, thanks for that download. I'll try that. Worst concert I've seen was luckily still good. Red Hot Chili Peppers was supposed to have Kid Cudi perform for them. They had to cancel last minute, so the pianist and drummer played. Oh, that's cool. My wife and I binged Old Fuckface when we drove around New England for a vacation. Now you're the voice of all of our vacations. That's awesome. I'm so glad you brought us along for your special time. We feel lucky to be a part of it. I think the best concert I ever saw was probably Rammstein or Heil. I gotta say, it's recency bias because I was just there, but the whole point of next week's So All Right is Riot Fest and my thoughts and the bands that I thought were good and bad. Not bad. I didn't talk about anybody that was bad. I just but if you didn't hear me mention a band, it's because I didn't think they were good or I didn't see them. But I think Idols, who was a band I didn't really know very well. I know of a lot. I hear about them constantly, and I have friends that like them that push them on me all the time. But I only knew like 3 songs, and that Idols show at Riot Fest was top 3 or 4 performances I've seen in my life. It was blew me away. Robin plays on. Yes, we just talked about it yesterday. Actually, I think we will. Don't quote me on this, and don't hold me to this, but I think we will probably be doing a Sloppy Joe's Bingo in October for Halloween. We'll probably do like a Spooky Joe's Bingo or something like that. I feel like we probably did that last year. If we didn't, we will. If we did, we're doing it again. Hopefully, if not, then it's a new idea. But I think we did it last year. Listen to the new episode this morning, and Andrew cutting his own hair. Every time my brother gets drunk, he makes someone cut his hair. Man, when I was in the Army, all I could think about was when I was in the Army, and I lived in the barracks still. You know, everybody's fucking broke. And we used to all... I didn't do it because I didn't trust anybody, and I was honestly maybe too vain, even though there wasn't a lot to be vain about. I had enough vanity not to have bad hair, but man, everybody in the door, on like on a Friday, all the dudes would get together with buzzers and cut each other's hair, and it was always a mess. Just gross. I never wanted any part of it. Hype chest open to see your reward. Oh, okay, guys, we got a hype chest. Maybe we got some sort of a thing. Acetaminophen stops rapture. Good morning, Dopota. Need to get your haircut. It's driving you nuts. Man, let me tell you, the coolest life hack I've discovered is marrying a hairstylist. You would think it would be one of those things where it's like, you marry a massage therapist and then you never get a massage because they don't want to bring their work home and they're exhausted, and the last thing they want to do is do their job on you. You know, you'd think it'd be like that. Like Emily would be like, find anybody else on earth to cut your hair but me. But she seems to genuinely enjoy to cut the hair of the people that she loves and cares about. And so I count myself lucky. And she's also, you know, best stylist on earth. No bias. I don't think we need to do this last little baby bit. I think we're probably okay here. As a matter of fact, I'm reasonably goddamn sure we are. I don't know that we need to do any of this. All right, let's see. What do we got mission-wise to fuck with today? Bring logs. Do I got to get them? I just have to find logs. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Organize operations. I don't want to do that. I can plan a route. Guys, we might be entering into like a period where we need to take a break from Roadcraft. I didn't think we'd get there, but I have been feeling it lately. I might be starting to get a little burned out after 52 episodes of this show, this game. I might need to start playing Power Wash or something else in the mornings for a little bit, just to, so it doesn't get, so we don't ruin it for ourselves, you know? It's the last thing you want, to ruin your enjoyment of a thing. I should have done a decent job of that, but I didn't. Let's do this. Swing you around wide. No, see, like this. Oh, that's going to be hard to do. Switchbacks are rough. Oof. Do that. Overshot it. Uh-oh. How do we get in there? Aha. Boy, they're not going to make anything easy for us today, are they? Or not today. On this map. This map's just going to be a nightmare all the way through, I have a feeling. That's okay. Ooh. Ooh. We might be building some roads. Let's see how bad this goes. Oh, you have a friend in cosmology school? That's a way to do it, too. So many texts today. Did I fall off Pressure Wash Simulator? No, not at all, Mark. It was more that I just felt a need to get back to this. I felt like I was ignoring this. I feel some sort of a obligation or loyalty to this franchise because of this and SnowRunner. But no, not at all. I've been playing Power Wash Simulator nonstop in my personal life. My personal life. Behind the scenes. I've done like 3 levels since I last played with y'all. Played it a bunch last night. Probably play it tomorrow, honestly, instead of this. Because I'm starting to feel a little burned out on this. Now that Emily's not off Paul Mitchell salon. Married to a shift lead at a Hardee's, and I'm a custodian. No free hacks for home. I do enjoy when Hubs makes noms beside, hell yeah. When I worked at, I didn't work at Hardee's, but I worked at a fast food restaurant in high school for a little while. I worked at a place called Sydney's Fried Chicken. It was a local 3-chain establishment in Alabama. And one of the cool benefits of working there was that you would get a discount, right? And they'd just like charge me for a hamburger. I'd make my own hamburger, but they'd get like an employee discount. So it'd be like, I don't know, 50 cents or something, or $1, whatever it was back then, instead of $2 or however. And they didn't really police how I made the hamburger or what it looked like. And so I would make the biggest goddamn hamburger you've ever seen, and I would put slices of ham on it, and I would make this fucking monster, and then I'd get, 3 meals worth of hamburger for 50 cents or whatever. That was always my life hack of working at a fast food restaurant. Have you played that game where you own a trading card shop and you slowly upgrade it? I haven't. People tell me about it. It's on Steam, I think, right? If it was on Xbox, I'd download it and play it right now. Trading Card Simulator? Shit, is it on Xbox? Hold on a second. We'll look after this completes. Thank you, Pezra. Man, thank you. 3 people subbing today already. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll have dinner tonight. I don't think I've ever heard you mention what the name of Emily's salon is called, and I feel like you wouldn't say that in regulation content, but outside of that, I have no idea. Well, it's not a secret. You could look at her Instagram and find out in 2 seconds, so it's not like I'm trying to age gate. It's not like I'm trying to safeguard information or anything. I don't know. I just don't mention other people's business, but her salon is called Vain, Vain salon in Austin. She did not create it. She bought an existing salon when the owner wanted to leave Austin, and so she bought the salon from the owner. So she took it over. That's why it's called Vane and not something else. She's had it for probably 12, 13, 14 years now. You got the butthole icon. Hell yeah, you do, Danky. I think you get that for donating. Thank you, 82nd win. I think Chris. I think I think that's like the sponsor or whatever butthole. Geoff, if you fell over dead of a heart attack right now, at least the folks in this would have this route cleared, and no one can take that away from. This guy's gonna give us 30 logs. That's why that's why we don't need to go cut down trees. That's so true, Golden. Thank you that's a great callback. That's a great callback. Yeah, Emily's salon is called Vane. It's over in East Austin, in the hip East Austin neighborhood. All right, well, I don't want to prepare but the game really wants me to clear areas of objects. Okay, we'll do this one. Where is this? Where am I? Who am I? Who am I? Here we go. Let's just... Let's just use the big guns. Fuck it. I don't know how we get there. Wow. Fucking easily. That's how I get there. Oh, yeah. Thank you for bringing that up, Sick. Fat Bear Week has begun. Emily is a big Fat Bear Week fan. She's very excited about it. She was talking about it yesterday. Neighbor finally, after 2 days, realized their package is on our front porch. Okay. Man, that was good coffee. I was really enjoying it. I think it's gone, though. Oh, here we go. Is this what we're going to have to deal with this over here now? Should we... You know what? I'm not doing it. We're going to get that dump truck over here, and we're just going to start filling this in, too. Let's do this mission, and then we'll do that. Get this junk out of the way. Oh, boy. We got a lot of work cut out for us, huh?
Guess why there's no wood around here and why the mill was broken even before the quake. Hint 1. The owners ran it at triple capacity all the time. Hint 2. They never bothered with equipment maintenance. You gotta give them credit. They had a strategy and they stuck to it. Ah, the miracle of optimization. I'd find it more funny if we didn't have to fix it.
I wasn't really paying attention to what... I was trying to pay attention to what she was saying, but having trouble. Something about the... people stripping the land of its resources irresponsibly or something. Let me see if that's the neighbor still. Okay. You know they give you this building here just so that you can throw this shit on the roof because you think they know you'll think it's fun and funny. Unscheduled maintenance call will schedule itself for you. Oh man. Well, I was entertaining the idea of taking a job out of country, and a real negative beyond being away from family. Is that a negative? Being away from family is being away from my mom's salon. No more amazing haircuts. Oh, yeah. What country, though? Like, where would you be headed? I can think of... Honestly, I can think of worse times to leave America for a little bit, you know, than right now. Tip it over. Tip it. It's not going to work. Not going to work like I wanted it to. That's fine. That'll work. No. Canada. Oh, even better. Close, you know? Oh yeah, I forgot to check TikTok yesterday to see what all the Rapture people were up to. It was yesterday was supposed to be the Rapture, right? Was that like yesterday was like the 400th Rapture of my life? Guess it didn't take. Come on, man. Get up there. What are you doing to me? Aluminum canoe. Oh, you got an aluminum canoe because of the Rapture mark? No way. Dude, you cannot give that back. You cannot give that back. That is your aluminum canoe forever now. They stood outside so they wouldn't get stuck in the ceiling? Oh my god. I survived 2 ends of the worlds now and like 5 raptures. Yeah, at 50 years old, man, it's like I can't keep track of how many raptures I've been through. Hell, I know you're not driving an hour to give it back, and nor should you. I read a story, might be BS, but some aunt gifted her lesbian niece, who she'd been shitty to all her life, like $40K. Good morning, Ramos. I don't believe in the rapture, but I'm also disappointed I'm still here. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. Sometimes the most powerful crane is just brute force. It's probably still going to be in the way of whatever needs to cut the log trucks that need to come out of here, though. Boom. There we go. Nobody's ever opening the door of this trailer again, I'll tell you that. Perfect. Personally, I'd like to live in boring times for a while. Yeah. I hear you. Thank you for the hearts. Who put that trailer there? How dare they? Alright. Don't drive up the top of it. Push, 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 push. I just don't want to pick it up. I'd rather do it the dumb way. All right. Let's build this infrastructure out, which will fail, I assume. Oh, great. This will be wonderful. Okay, so we'll come out here. I'm just going to have to... There we go. Thank you. He's fine. Those other two dudes are big time in the way, though. Where are we going? Yeah. Okay. Eh. Probably. He's probably fine. Okay. A lot of ways for this to go bad. A lot of them right here at the end, which I'm sure we'll spend a lot of time on. Let's go ahead and rush our little asses over here, though. Get out of the way, 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 get out of the way now. All right. See how this goes. Sorry about your slumping tigers. Yeah, I hear you. Me too. I don't know what the fuck happened last night. My mom bought Hubs, and I am now my mom bought Hubs and I a new mattress for our bed. Oh, well, that's awesome. Only 5 months after my dad passed away. Oh my god, that's so sad. Okay, let's see. That did not work. What if we do this? Let's move you. Right? Yeah. And then if I can get this right down the middle, maybe we'll be okay. Let's see. I think the answer might be a different bridge. What is this about? Am I really going to have to... All right, we got lots to deal with. Okay. Can't turn that on yet. Man, I wish I could, though, huh? Wouldn't that be cool? Vehicle failed. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get to working on that, I guess. Yeah. What's up, Chris Rule? God caught you jerking it. Wouldn't let... I don't understand. Yeah. I don't get how jacking off could be a sin. Call me crazy. Seems like there are bodies. We should be able to do whatever the fuck we want to with them. Oh no. That sucked. I did want to widen that out though a little bit. Maybe that was a blessing in disguise. That's not bad. That's some decent little pour action there, I think. Oops, not you. You. Nope. Hey, no. Stop. Just go. I hate how that works. Doesn't work sometimes. All right. Let's get out of here. Listening to the new episode and just wanted to inform you that the Beverly Hillbillies had an episode with it. Jesus Christ. Beverly Hillbillies had an episode with a hippo. They thought it was a pig, and it gets wacky. You know, I looked it up, and there are a lot of hippos that have appeared in stuff over the years. Thank you for bringing that up, though. I wasn't aware of the Beverly Hillbillies one. Hey, what's up, Frisky? Looking forward to Survivor? Very much so. Looking forward to Survivor. Looking forward to the Amazing Race. Looking forward to fucking having some good competition TV on again. Last night, Alien Earth wrapped up. I don't know if you guys are watching that. That was the best show on television, I think. Ended strong. Very excited for season 2. I'm very happy to have Survivor coming back, amongst a lot of other TV coming back right now. Amongst sports being, finally in a good place. Baseball's starting to matter. Football's back out going. College pick'ems are happening. I won the week in my family fantasy football poll, or pick'em. NBA starting up real soon. Houston Rockets dealing with a very unexpected, heartbreaking injury in the ACL tear for Fred VanVleet. Be interested to see what those guys do. They just went from being a major contender, probably third in line for the title maybe, to not having a point guard. It's going to be interesting to see. I wouldn't be surprised if the Rockets had to make some moves in the short term to do something about that, because they are in win-now mode with Kevin Durant. They can't be affording to wait a year for VanVleet to get better. Been loving Alien Earth. Can't wait for season 2. Oh, so good. Yeah, me too. Me too. Wife's never seen the Predator movies. Going to binge them all. I just did the same thing, actually. I watched... I'm down to just the anime. The animated one from this year. I watched Prey yesterday. So in the last week, I've seen Predators, The Predator, and Prey. And... because I'd already seen 1 and 2. And now I just have the animated film, which I hear is very, very good. What a ride. I got to say, I watched all the... In the last couple months / year or whatever, I've watched all of the Terminator films, all of the Predator films, and all of the Alien films. And from a quality standpoint, nothing touches... Like, Terminator's easily the worst in terms of what they've done with the franchise. But I've been pleasantly surprised. Like, I thought Prey was really cool. I liked the idea behind Predators. I don't think it was a very good movie. The Predator was a slightly better movie, but I didn't like the idea behind it as much. And then I hear this Killer of Killers animated thing is really, really good too. So I'm jazzed. Yeah, I just watched The Predator 2018 like 4 days ago. It was not the best movie. How do I feel about the Clippers allegedly paying Kawhi Leonard under the table to dodge the salary cap? I mean, I think that... How do I feel about it? I feel like every team does it and has been doing it for years and years and years, and Uncle Dennis is just lazy and got caught. I mean, if they'd have named the LLC something different, nobody in the world would ever know about this. I think it's incredibly common, and I think there are 29 other teams right now that are like, hey, don't do that, but also don't look over here, you know? But I hope that Adam Silver steps in and does something about it, because if he doesn't, then it does just send word to the rest of the league that this kind of thing is okay, you know? But we will see. There's a new one coming out in like a month. There's a new Predator movie coming out in a month called Badlands. Is it animated or live action? Time to go back and binge all the Little House on the Prairie, all the Laura Ingalls. Live action main characters of Predator. Oh, that's cool. November 7th. That's badass. So I'm unintentionally getting caught up for it. I'll probably... I don't know. I started watching that Charlie Sheen documentary on Netflix yesterday. I wasn't going to watch it, but Emily was like, you really should check it out. And she was right, man. I'm fucking hooked. So I might finish that today if I get a chance to watch TV. But I really do want to watch this animated Predator and just be totally caught up. And then I guess I'm done. Unless I want to watch the Sarah Connor Chronicles, which is the only Terminator thing I haven't seen. And I think I read that they tried to uncanon them, but I've also heard that it had some... that's worth watching. So I might do that. In the interest of completion, I might do that. I don't know. Trying to allow myself to watch movies again after taking such a long break from them, like I did with gaming. Pluto's good. I'm halfway through it. Yeah, I started watching Pluto and Frieren at the recommendation of audience members, and then I haven't finished either series, but I need to get back to Pluto for sure. I was almost done with that one. I think I went out of town or whatever. Got sidetracked. Hell yeah, he made it. He made it. He's got it. Look at you, bad boy. Hell yes. Good job, buddy. Woodstock 99 documentary is a wild ride. Yeah, you just keep watching it. It's like watching a train wreck hit another train wreck. It's, oof. I'll probably see The Long Walk at some point. I liked the book when I was a kid. I think every kid liked the book when they were a kid. It's a shame they didn't continue it. More than one idea from the series was stolen and done worse in the following movies. That's good to know. Lazarus. Why does that sound familiar? Yeah, I need to finish it just to... I mean, just because it's good, but I need to finish it. I'm interested to see how the story ends up. I'm a sucker for any kind of noir storytelling, so that worked very well on me. Wow, dude, we haven't even really been going for an hour. That's crazy. Lazarus is the anime from the Cowboy Bebop, folks. I don't know. Any new puzzle news? Nah. I found that's not true. I found some puzzles. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but Ann Geddes. I saw on Reddit an Ann Geddes puzzle, and that made me laugh. She used to do in the 90s and the 2000s. She would do these pictures, like calendars, notebooks, not paintings, but puzzles, that kind of stuff. And it was babies dressed as like flowers or bees, and it was everywhere when I was in that time. And looking back at it now, it's kind of disturbing. And so I thought it would be funny to get. I found a Ann Geddes 500-piece puzzle of kids dressed as flowers. I thought it'd be funny to make the guys do as a puzzle competition, but I gotta go out and find them now. They're not exactly on the shelves anymore. Yeah, little vegetable babies. Creepy baby lady. That's her. Yeah. Lazarus is on Max. Okay. Here's where it goes bad. Here's where it goes bad. All right. Let's get you recovered. Gonna need you back home. The best white elephant gift I ever gave involved an Ann Geddes calendar. Chicken noodle for the soul. That's right. Chicken soup for the soul. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Have I watched or planned on that? It's so funny you say that. I was like 6 minutes ago, Greeky, I was saying that I'd started watching the Charlie Sheen documentary. I'm about, I don't know, halfway through the first episode. I'm up to Nicolas Cage. That's where I stopped watching. I had to make dinner. But I will finish it for sure. First off, incredibly raw and honest dude. A lot of respect for Charlie Sheen in this documentary for how open he's being. Also, learning so much about Charlie Sheen. He got offered the role of Daniel in The Karate Kid and had to turn it down to be in a movie with Laura Dern and George Clooney in Budapest that nobody ever saw or heard of. He and his dad played Michael Jordan 2-on-1 and beat him, and there's footage of it. Just insane. Growing up, I didn't know that Emilio Estevez's best friend was Sean Penn, and that they all hung out their entire childhood in Malibu and made movies together. Sean Penn, fucking like Jennifer Grey and or Charlie and Emilio Estevez and a bunch of other famous people. Just wild. Wild shit. Anyway, that Charlie Sheen documentary is nuts, though. I didn't know that Martin Sheen wanted to have his family with him at all times, whenever possible. So Charlie Sheen, Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez grew up on the set of Apocalypse Now. Man, it's no wonder those dudes ended up being famous actors. They were knee deep in it. How do you not? How do you not when you're 11 years old and you spend a year in the jungle on the set of fucking Apocalypse Now while you watch your dad disintegrate in front of you as he becomes an insane person for the film? Emilio Estevez was originally supposed to be the main character in Platoon, and they lost funding for the movie briefly, and then when they brought it back around, they decided to use Charlie instead of Emilio Estevez. Ooh. Talk about sibling rivalries. There's another brother I didn't know about named Ramon. The middle brother. Charlie was the baby, and Amelia was the oldest brother. We have a sister too, but all kinds of crazy stuff I learned. And I'm only halfway through the first episode. What's everybody doing today? After this, I'm going to do my customary bike ride for exercise. Then I have to edit So All Right, and it's going to be a rough one because it's like over an hour. It's all about Riot Fest and Millie turning 20, and I cry a bunch in it, so I'm going to have to spend like a fucking year cutting around that shit. It's going to be a whole thing. I'm going to have to re-record some of it, honestly. I'll take a look at that and see. Okay. Gonna look at birds. What kind of birds? Gonna take a nap. Just doing chores around the house. Nice. It's an atypical week for regulation, so I don't have a lot to do. I did do. Andrew and I recorded 2 videos together yesterday that are. That's one of those things where I think Andrew and I had a really good time, and we thought it was the funniest thing. And we'll see if anybody else agrees. You know. I hope so, because we basically started a series yesterday, the 2 of us, a gameplay series. It'll be interesting to see if anybody is is on board for. I won't spoil it though. Rant sitting. Internet has deteriorated. Some bad things to your phone. Oh man, that sucks. Watching construction plan review for some new bridges. Well, I might be making some new bridges myself here in this game. We will see. Doing bridge work, huh? I know that game. Man, there's something really, really satisfying about using this tool, this bulldozer. Let's fix that little line we have in the middle. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't want it there. Roadcraft really pads the resume. Playing some Borderlands later. I need to get back into Borderlands. Screech Owl, yeah. Today's your Friday? Hell yeah, Stormy. 3 days off after this. Today's my Wednesday? Is today Wednesday? Yeah, today's my Wednesday. After this, I have to, go for my bike ride. I might go a little long today. Get a little bit extra exercise. Then I have to do this soul right that's going to be just a rough edit, I know. But that's okay. And then I was thinking for the afternoon, it's funny because somebody asked if Andrew just sits and writes and comes up with bits or if it's just how he lives. I think it was Mark, maybe. I was going to do this yesterday, but I couldn't because I got caught up with other work. But after I'm done editing So All Right today, I'm going to go to a coffee shop and sit down and have an idea session, which I haven't done in a long time. In the early days of Fuckface, I did that every week. But now I just haven't had the opportunity. But I'm just going to sit down with no agenda and no ideas and nothing and just sit down and just try to come up with new ideas for regulation out of my head, which is doesn't always work, but I feel like it's always a useful exercise, and I'm excited to do it. I haven't done it in so long. And that's why sometimes you get some good stuff that way. How many miles would I ride if it wasn't an e-bike? I'd do the same trip. It would just be a little harder. So the route I do is about 11 miles now. I used to do much longer when I lived further away from downtown. So I would do the same 11 miles. I just would probably take me 30 minutes longer. Did we end up doing the bird not bird draft? Not yet. I don't think we've done it yet. Today's your Wednesday as well, Miss Miniface. Hell yeah. Thanks to everybody who subbed today. I really do appreciate all the support. I can hear my wife getting ready for work in the background. It's nice to have that background noise in my life. You ever have that where you just like you hear your partner, your significant other in the background doing some menial task, but you're not expecting to hear it. It just catches you off guard, and it's just like the warmest feeling, you know? That sound, knowing that that person's out there just like existing right around the corner. No. Oh, okay. Just me then. My partner farted as you said that. Hell yeah. So you do know what I'm talking about. All right. I think we might be able to do our... Let this guy complete his stupid mission now. Let's even this out, and then let's see what's up. Lived with my best friend in college. I felt that. There you go. It's the same thing. Hearing my cat snore from the other room is the best. Yeah. I think that sometimes the biggest service that Albert serves to me in my life is just to breathe loudly sometimes so that I can be reminded that there's another living creature in the house and I'm not alone, you know? How's Albert doing? Good. He had his allergy shots night before last night, so he's a little itchy. He had a little bit of trouble going to sleep last night because of it. Poor guy. But he's good otherwise. He's kind of like Lenny from Of Mice and Men. You know? He's kind of always like that, so you know. He's good. But he's still, you know, special. The special little guy. He got demoted from doggy daycare. He can't go on the day that he would... he used to go 2 days a week. And one of the days they won't let him go anymore because he's just not good at picking up on social cues with some of these other dogs. He means well. Poor dumb little dog. Oh, Albert. Let's see. I love how pets can withhold personalities. They certainly can. All right. Turn these supplies in. Maybe this will get us to 4% on the day. He goes right into the fucking closed door. Genius. Booze ran into that. Not even supposed to move that. That's not movable. I love all this shit piled on the roof. That's great. All right, so we're just getting more money with that one. How's this one going? What are we up to? The guy's taking his time, huh? Not sending a lot of those our way. Build a road, you say? Yeah. Yeah, I think we can do that. I think we can do that. Let's go ahead and recover again. I actually didn't. Probably would have been smarter not to fill this yet. Until we got towards the edge. Lesson learned. Hey, Drunken Mouse steps in with a big tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's because of people like you that I get to pay my electric bill this month. I appreciate that. He is. He is no doctor. He is a drunken mouse. And he wants you to know it. He did not go to medical school. Well, he might have gone, but he did not graduate. Honorary doctorate from Eric. Oh. Party too hard in med school. Caught himself a nasty addiction to alcohol. Please, Dr. Mouse was his father. All right. There's got to be room for both of us, buddy. There you go. No. Let's not do that. Let's not cause problems there. Guess not the end of the world. I am going to be coming back through with this bulldozer. I thought briefly earlier, maybe I should leave this dump truck out here and just use a different one because I have so many. What's the point of having multiple if I don't use them? But I decided not to. And now, hindsight tells me that would have been a good idea. This is a hell of a road we built yesterday, isn't it? It just goes. What's everybody's burger count so far? I think I'm at... I think I said I wasn't going to say on stream, but I think I'm at... I think I'm at like 15 or 16. $14. Hell yeah. Solid. That's a solid number. Zero. 2. I keep getting tripped up by these McDonald's cheeseburgers. That's probably a good thing to learn, Great Value Gamer. That's so funny. Drunken Mouse says you got to use the grill before the bad weather starts. It's so funny because in Texas, I'm like waiting for the heat to die down a little bit so I can grill finally. Because it's just too fucking hot to grill. Different climates, you know? All right, let's watch this guy do his business for a minute. Oh, shit. You motherfuckers. Are you really going to make me come in and... Nah, he's got it. Dang, he just drives through the stumps. That's fucking cool. I gotta say. I love smoking meat in cold weather. Hell yeah. I agree with you. Working on with the railroad is something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Interesting to know. I lived in Balterra in 2021 and remember having turned my AC back on in December. Mm-hmm. Heading out this weekend, do some new trucks in eastern Washington. Gonna camp in some sand dunes. Hell yeah. Fuck that tree. Wow. All right. Dude, there's a lot of road left. Is he gonna have sand for it all? I've had that happen before where they run out of sand in the road request. I didn't think that was possible, but then it did happen. But now this looks like, I mean, he's, well, I don't know. We have a lot of road left, huh? I don't know. Been eating junior burgers more instead of the full-size ones. Hell yeah. Yeah, he ran out before he finished. Shit. I'm going to guess when we get up here, he's not going to be in a sand dune, so that'll be annoying. Cannot refill sand. Yeah, not near a quarry, of course. What do I do about this? I could... All right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to drive this guy over. Where are you at? There you are. Okay. Back at it. Fill your sand and the truck will pick up from where you left off. All right, that's cool. Well, I'm going to have this guy come in and flatten the land out so that the truck can drive back over. It's shit to get more sand. So we'll do that real fast. Okay. Well, lens flare. Nice. All right. Cal Raleigh is not a quarry. Take that back. How's Cal Raleigh doing? What's he up to? Is he 54, 55, somewhere around there? 58. Is he really? Jesus. I have turned off baseball in disgust this week as I've watched the Tigers disintegrate. What about a big things draft? Like large items? Maybe. This guy's hauling ass. Uh-oh. Excuse me, sir. Plenty of road. Plenty of road. How do I feel about the Eagles this season? I don't. They seem very good, but other than the fact that I like Devonta and Jalen because they both played at Alabama, I don't really have any feelings towards them. I'm not an Eagles fan. Feel good about the Lions. Speaking of drafts and Tigers, what about disappointing sports moments draft? Yeah, I don't think that. I don't know. I don't know that Gavin would be well suited for that one. Drafts are tough. It's tough to figure out what works for a draft, you know? The Eagles spam it. Well, you know, they got a quarterback who can bench press a house, so or deadlift a house or squat a house. So maybe if all the other quarterbacks got in the gym. But I'm not crazy about it. I do agree that it just seems like we're the tush push seems like something that we're going to talk about like 4 years from now after it's banned because of the injuries people received. Do you think Cal Raleigh will win MVP, or do you think Aaron Judge has it? There's a baseball card component to this that's interesting. Fears not fears draft. The Topps Baseball does a thing every year. They do what's called a MVP buyback, and so for both MVPs, AL and NL, if you pull their base card, like a base Shohei or a base Aaron Judge is what it's been, obviously. Either of their cards, if you pull them, you can send it in to Topps, and they'll give you $20 for it. No limit. You can send in 1,000. You get $20 each. For certain cards, parallels, numbered cards, refractors, etc., they go up as high as like $100. Like some of the fancier cards, they'll pay up to $100 for, I think. And so there are people that will spend all year collecting who they think will be the MVP, like clearly Shohei and Aaron Judge. They'll spend all year collecting those cards, and then they'll go to a comic shop because all baseball card shops are a part of the program, and you can turn them into the baseball card shop, and then you'll get like $5,000 store credit or whatever. Or anyway, it's a way for a lot of fans to make a lot of money, and on cards in a surefire way, and it's become a really popular program. And then Topps buys these cards back, and then they hold on to them to like use down the road as redemptions or whatever. The issue this year is that Cal Raleigh is playing too well and might be a threat to win AL MVP, which wouldn't be a big deal, except there isn't a Cal Raleigh card in all of the top sets this year. So if he were to win MVP, there's a limited a number of his MVP buyback cards that people could turn in, whereas opposed to Aaron Judge. Hey, you leaving? I love you. Have a great day. Bye, sweetie. That was my wife. She's leaving. Anyway, and so a lot of sports fans are like, well, this sucks because Cal Raleigh deserves it, but if he wins it, we're fucked. We have no cards to turn in. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. There's a little bit of useless baseball card knowledge for you. Do they make a card for every player? No. No, not even close. And they won't make a card for every player in every set. Like, I think Raleigh has a paper Topps card, but may not have a chrome Topps card this year. But no, there's like, you got to figure there's like 700 or 800 players in baseball, and like Topps Series 1 will be 350 cards. So they release multiple sets a year, but it's no guarantee that like non-stars will get a card. It really just depends. Same thing with other sports too, like NBA Prism. There are some years where you're just like, oh, I guess Marcus Smart just didn't get a card this year? Okay, cool. Why did he get skipped over for a card? I don't think he wasn't a star. Cal Raleigh kind of came out of nowhere this year. I mean, I'm sure there are Mariners fans who are like, I've been waiting for this to happen. We knew, and we've been believing in him, and you know. But I don't think the league expected Cal Raleigh to turn into Cal Raleigh this year. I don't think anybody was looking for it. For how many cards are for people you've never fucking heard of? Ain't that the truth, man? Buying packs. All right. Gwynty says, or Gwen Nick says, I want to get into card collecting, AEW most likely, but I feel like buying packs is a scam. But way more fun than buying singles. That is the rub of the sport. Not the sport. That is the rub of the hobby. Is that opening packs of cards is 90% of the fun. Buying singles is the only way to succeed in collecting cards. Buying packs, buying boxes is a losing proposition every time. It's a great dopamine hit. It's a lot of fun. It is surprise and delight, but you are never going to get your money back opening packs. Very, very, very rarely. It's like Vegas odds, you know? Especially if you like like I'm a Celtics fan, right? So I want Celtics cards. So not only do I have to hope I get the good card, but if I buy packs, I'm limiting what I even want if I buy a box of cards, you know? Like, I really only give a shit about the Celtics cards. So it's like, cool, I got a Reza Shea rookie, but I don't collect him. So what good does that do me? If I want to go to the hassle to sell it and get my money back and stuff, then, you know, just it depends on your level of effort you want to put into your own fandom of a thing. But usually it is considered by those who have been collecting for a long time that buying singles is the only way to go. And they are right, and I agree. And that's why I have a wall of singles behind me. That's my entire collection is morphing into that, because it's just, you just end up with so much fucking useless product that you don't want, and none of it is, it's just junk you hold on to. But it's so much fun to open packs, and it's the whole focus of the break show. I'll open packs so you don't have to waste your money doing it, you know? At least AEW is cheaper. For now, it is. Till it gets popular. Not like AEW is obviously popular, but till card collecting, AEW card collecting gets popular. '90s and early 2000s baseball cards are unfortunately, Rob, the least valuable baseball cards on earth. That's the problem. They're from what's called the junk wax era, and we're still recovering from it in collecting, and also in the process of recreating it right now as card companies monopolize. And what are you doing? Don't do that yet. And yeah. Anyway, we're so. Talked about this a lot recently, Miss Miniface, but we actually had our own cards designed and ready to go. Parallels, inserts, relics, the whole thing. Art cards. We had a 150 card set, I want to say it was, that Tony and those guys at RT designed, but we lost the budget there, and then the company went out of business, and now it's a cool set, but it would be a set from 3 years ago at this point, you know? We were already over a year into development when we made it, when Rooster Teeth went under, and so all the jokes would be from, like, episode 150 of Fuckface, you know? Episode 120 of Fuckface. 180. It would be weird and disjointed to release it now, and we are not in a position where we want to hire somebody to do the work to rebuild it, because it was a lot of work. We got a lot of writing from Andrew and I. It was the whole thing. So that's a long way of answering to say we almost had cards and now we don't, and I don't think we will. I don't think that'll be the effort that would require, I think, would take too much focus away from too many other important things. I love ribbon hockey, but I've gotten so much more expensive for boxes after Bedard that the value of cards seems to stay the same. Yeah. There was that whole bounty, right? The $1 million bounty for his cards. It's a form of gambling, and like gambling, if you look at the cost of opening experience, worth it. It is, but it's a form of gambling that also allows you to just buy the win, you know? Like, imagine if you could say, I'm going to play this game of poker, or I'm just going to pay to win this game of poker. That's what card collecting is. So it's like, I think that's the good angle of it, is that if you don't want to gamble, you don't have to. You can still get the thing you actually want. You can actually probably get it faster and easier. Are you going to go? There you go. What are we doing here, buddy? All right, let's we're gonna need to spread asphalt. With this bad boy. Let's get you down there. One of my favorite memories from being a kid in the 80s, 90s was going to the fair and wheeling and dealing cards between 3 different baseball card booths to make money for rides. Hell yeah. I know, I tried to sell that binder. It's not much. There might be a few cards I get a couple of dollars for. That's it. I think I have more value in my old original Pokemon cards, but that's just in a binder that sits in a bookshelf. Yeah, it's rough, man. We were really sold on the idea that all of our card collecting was going to turn into money for us down the road. And the irony is, it's like, it could have and it did. We just all collected the wrong shit. If we would have been buying 86 Jordans, Jerry Rice rookies back then, be a different story. Instead, we were getting Greg Jeffries and Wally Joyner. You can still get a lot of money for those Ken Griffey Jr. rookies. You just have to get them graded PSA 10. They just have to be in pristine, perfect condition, which is almost impossible with all of our grubby hands all over them for the entirety of the 90s, Was it a pain to frame the cards? No. No, I bought the frame, just 2 screws in the wall, and then you just open it up, and then you just... I mean, the cards are all PSA slabbed, so they come that way. That's how I buy them, so I just throw them in. The only annoying part is that, like, to sort them, you know, like, you buy one card that needs to go in the mix, they're in year order, so if you buy, like, a 1962 Topps Yogi Berra, you got to go in and move everything from 1963 on back a space. That's kind of annoying. So I hold off for a while until I have like 6 or 7 slabs to throw in at once. So I don't have to repeat the process too many times. Like, let's see. Let me get this. Can you fucking not, dude? Can you get off of this wall? Please? Trying not to spend money on cards right now, personally. Instead to focus on the break show. But, like, for instance, let's see what we have here. This is my last slabs I got. It's a great example. Okay, so one of the things I'm trying to do is collect... I have 3 collections going at once. I want to have a baseball card from every year baseball cards have existed. I want a Topps card from every Topps series. And I want one of each of the 100 best baseball players of all time. So, here's a 1980 Topps Andre Dawson. Here is... Now, this is cool. I think I've shown this to you guys before. This is a 1920 hand-cut Rogers Hornsby. It's PSA 1. It's the only way I could afford that. One of the top 100 baseball players of all time. Here is a 2011 Freddie Freeman rookie I bought just because I like Freddie Freeman, and they don't make it in the list. And then top 100 players of all time. Here's a 1991 Jim Thome rookie, PSA 9. So those all have to go in that board, or they all have to go on the wall at some point, but I'm waiting until I have 3 or 4 more so I can just do it all at once. Wish I'd go full screen. Yeah, well, what are we going to do? This thing sucks so much to drive. Can you get... There we go. All right. This thing's it's gonna be hard to look at the chat and drive this thing at the same time. Is this a DLC paver? I don't know. Not that I'm aware of. It is the upgraded paver. Maybe it's DLC. There aren't a ton of vehicles in the game. I think there's only 2 pavers, so... Half of this video is going to be driving this paver to where it needs to go. Just learned about your streams. I was a huge AH fan of my high school days. Thanks to you, Gav, and Michael. Hope all's well. All's great. Kathy, thanks for stopping by. If you haven't had a chance yet, hopefully you'll check out the Regulation Podcast. That is the main thing that Gavin and I are doing these days, the new company we started when Rooster Teeth went under. And if you liked Achievement Hunter, sounds like maybe you did, I think you would enjoy it. We do gameplay, live action, basically Achievement Hunter, just better. Oh my god, look at how much fucking driving we have left to do. We're not even to the bridge yet. Oh, goodness. It's a gorgeous map, though, isn't it? This fucking rocks. Make for great backgrounds if I could go HUDless. In first person. I mean, I can go first person, but you know what I mean. Somebody's job was, they came into work one day and they're like, what are you doing today, Carl? And Carl's like, I got to put power lines in the map. Just thousands of power lines I got to run. Just got to put them in. They're like, oh, that's cool. No, it's not. It's slow and tedious, and I hate it. And they're like, oh, okay. These power lines are somebody's, and poles are like somebody's fucking worst day. I guarantee you. Dude, turn to your right just a smidge. Dickhead. Can I get that bad boy up in a flatbed? Hell yeah, you could. A lot of people will take the whole crew together in one truck and drive that. All the vehicles you need. Just not a lot of people. I prefer it this way. I don't like driving long trailers. That's PTSD from SnowRunner. SnowRunner is all long trailers. Just fighting with long trailers in narrow switchbacks. And I don't want to do it. I don't. I think the game would prefer it if you do it. I don't think they expect you to drive this thing across the map. I think they expect you to flatbed it, but like I said, too much SnowRunner PTSD. Plus, I got time. What else am I doing? After this, I gotta fucking, like, my reward for playing video games is to get on my bike and sweat my dick off in 90, it was 99 yesterday in Austin. I don't know what the high is today. Hey Siri, what's the high today in Austin?
The high temperature will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit today.
Hell yeah. How's it gonna go from 99 yesterday to 88 today? I'm not complaining. I'm happy, but damn. $88 degrees is fucking great. Hey Siri, what's the temperature outside right now?
It's about 83 degrees outside.
All right. Did I see the Alien Earth episode last night? I damn sure did. I thought it was awesome. Even Emily even watched half of it with me, even though she'd never seen the show before. She's being sweet. I thought it was great. Thought the line, like, we're in charge now, was a little goofy, you know? We're in charge now. But I was into it. 53 in North Dakota with a high in the 70s. Going through fake fall. Yeah. We'll stay in the 90s until, I mean, we may not hit it every day. Sounds like today's only 88, but we'll have 90-degree weather until mid-October in Austin, probably, easily, I would say. Yeah, it's fucking annoying. But what are you going to do? After all that, you aren't even using the truck? No, the AI is using it. It's a it's an AI mission. I would use it. I'm happy to use it. But this specific mission, the game needs to complete it itself. I'd love to have a week of rain. No, I don't need the tornado part, but some rain would be nice. It's gotten very hot and dry in Austin since July. We had a shitload of rain earlier in the year. It was really cool, and then it dried up hard. Yeah, the paver's fucking awesome. It's one of the best vehicles in the game. This might be DLC. The other one might be too, but I'm a pretty good feeling this one might be DLC. I'm desperately looking through old photo albums trying to find a picture of me with my Bristol White Sox dingbat plush. Appreciate y'all bringing back these old memories. Hell yeah. I assume you watched Regulators episode 2. Man, if I didn't know better, I'd say this road's degrading. $60 in the Twin Cities. Ooh. I've never been to St. Paul. I've never been to the twin part of the Twin Cities. I've only ever been to St. Louis. Or, sorry, Minneapolis. What's better, Minneapolis or St. Paul? Are they the same? Do they compare at all? Does it matter? I thought Minneapolis was lovely in the summer, but not so much in the winter, I hear. Am I excited for any upcoming games? I don't really pay attention to the release calendar anymore. That's not something that I got back into when I got back into gaming. It was such a big part of what I did at Achievement Hunter was forecasting and planning and looking a year out, trying to figure out what games we were going to play when, you know, trying to figure out what I could make out of what. And I just haven't... I guess Andrew does that now to a degree. But I really just don't know. I'm ignorant. I assume a Call of Duty will come out at some point every year. Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed. Those would be cool. What should I be excited about? What are you excited about? I wasn't expecting this to come out, and then it did, and it's taken like the last 4 months of my life away from me, so. Battlefield 6. Oh, that's a great call. Battlefield, yeah, I played the demo. That's actually a great call. I played the demo a lot. Burndog and Antonio and I are going to play a shitload of Battlefield together when it comes out. Maybe Gavin, too. Gears E-Day, yeah, that'll be cool. We'll play that for work. Pokemon ZA and Metroid 4 honestly don't move the needle for me, but I'm jazzed that you guys are excited about them. All is well, Pigeon Studios. Hope you're doing well. It's Pigeon Studios Jen, not to be confused with Pigeon Studios Pete. I was excited for the Pokemon pizza. I don't even know what that is. Jump Space wasn't disappointed when it was released. Garfield Kart? Oh man, Garfield Kart was well, we made a video out of it. I won't spoil it. I agree with that. Great value gamer. It's just like really gaming to me has kind of turned into like, let me just load up Game Pass and see what's on there that I've never played or heard of or that I've always been intrigued by. Like, that's how I ended up in, this is on Game Pass, by the way, no. But that's how I ended up in Power Wash Simulators. People have been telling me for years I'd like it. It was on Game Pass. I said, fuck it, downloaded it. And it's like, holy shit, now I've got God knows how many hours of this game to play. It's a pretty comfortable place to sit, too. Just be surprised and delighted with whatever does come out. Not really put a lot of thought or effort into looking forward. I feel like all the old ways I used to interact with gaming for my company and for work just ruined gaming for me. I guess I'm just trying not to recreate all those scenarios. Game Pass is so good for games with friends. It is fucking great. Like, not to be an Xbox fanboy, but Game Pass is fucking awesome. Looking forward to a few indies. They're killing it lately. Recur, Cairn, Skate Story. See, I don't know any of those. Not having to be on the leading edge of game releases is nice. It is. Corpse Party 2, Darkness Distortion. See, I never heard about any of this stuff. That's cool. The new Ghost of game. That's cool. I want Subnautica 2. I never played Subnautica 1. People love that game, though. Just play a ton of sim games. Playing Oni Girl Shop Sim right now. What is the so trading card simulator? Is that a baseball card shop or is it like a TCG shop simulator? TCG shop. Oh, yeah. Halo Combat Evolved. I've heard good things. Thanks for putting me over there, I guess. Oh, yeah, let's look at how big this map is. I haven't even bothered checking the boundaries of the map yet. All right, so here we go. We got a lot of go this way. Makes sense. Oh, we're pretty much the wall there. Not the biggest map in the world. Not the biggest map in the world. Interesting. Interesting. All right, well, we're completing missions left and right. Look at us. Where else can we be useful? What do we got going on over here? Let's drive this guy around and see what he sees. Oh, not you. That's not who I wanted. Get out of the way. Dork, I wanted you. No, I want... There we go. There's a mod for TCG Simulator to make all of the cards Pokemon cards. See, now, see, that would make me want to play it even less. I am going to be dealing with this game for a long time to come still, too. There is that, like, you know, we're on the last level of the base game. We'll put, I mean, what do you think? 30 hours into this level, probably? And then there's 2 DLC maps. And then by the time those DLC maps, we're done with those, there'll probably be more DLC maps. And then, you know, we can play the game over again on hard mode that they just released and make it more challenging for ourselves. So that could be another couple thousand hours right there. We'll be at this for a minute. Uh-huh. I see. There is a sand pit in here. It's just not active yet. Can I go through this, do you think? Can I just drive over this? Yeah. Nope. Yep. Nope. thought I had dirt in there, but I guess I don't. I guess it's totally empty. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. We're getting out of here. Might as well just get... What are you doing? I did have dirt in there. You motherfucker. Knock it off. Battlefield 2042 ever since... Yeah, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. 5 months. Jesus Christ. You and I are about to spend a lot of time together over the next 5 months. Regulatrioi. Feels like we should build a road or something. I think we should do some kind of something. All right, where... You know what? You know what? You know what? Recover. Let's just drive somewhere and build a road. What do you say? We head over back where... Oh. What do we got going on here? Do we do some road stuff over here? Do you road over here? Let's go... Oh, Albert. I'm sorry, buddy. He wants to come in. I will give Albert credit. When he whines or cries, he does it very softly. He's like, very understated whiner. Regulatriox. Okay. I can do it that way. That is an absolute potato of a dog. He is a tank. He is 66 pounds of just muscle. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. I fucked that up real soon in the podcast. The name thing. Completely and totally fucked my own bit up. That being said, I was kind of expecting that I would do that at some point. Like, I know myself too well. I was not surprised that I did it. Nothing back there. I think everybody thought I was doing a bit, but I was not. I was just a fucking idiot. Unable to pour sand here. What are you talking about? Pouring it right now. So this is just goes straight to a dead end that I'm not gonna. Let's see. Is there a road here anywhere? I can't tell if the road's... Oh, it is left. Okay. You can just see the faintest little hint of road here. Okay. That probably... Yeah. Okay. And then what do we do from here? Then, God. Okay. Make me smash all these pallets. Boom. Okay. Then we go along here. Trying to figure out if this is worth making roads of, if I think we'll use this or not. Well, I guess so much of the joy of the game is making roads you don't really need to make, so I assume we probably will road all of this. What do I think of Space Sims? I don't know. What do I make of this game so far? Is that what you're asking, Mulder? I mean, I'm 50 episodes into this thing. I'm pretty into it. We're on the last level of the base game. Okay. Where does this put us? This just puts us at whatever this is. Some sort of a... Yeah. Oh, there we are. Back here, right around here. So I could make some sort of a road or bridge to connect these. Is there any point? Is there any reason? Is there any need to? Doesn't seem like it. It seems pretty useless in general. Let's bring him back. Get him over there and spread out that dirt. Yeah, that's correct about Albert. Yeah, we were going to name him Artie. And then we didn't. This is so weirdly zen and relaxed. Certainly not the Geoff I'm used to. Well, this is me 99% of the time. When I don't have someone to yell at. Turned fuel on and kept running out. Yeah, I haven't fucked with any of the modifiers yet because they don't apply. You can't apply them to existing saved games, so I'd have to start the game over, and I'm so close to the end, I'm not going to do that. Space Trucker? I don't like stuff that's too simmy. You know, like people kept recommending that I play Farm Simulator because of this game, and I have, or because of SnowRunner, and it's not the same. And it's too simulation based. I like, this is a open world game. Little sandbox action going on. I like freedom. Although Power Wash Simulator is a sim, I guess, but there's something, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't take itself too seriously, I guess, would be the appeal. Well, I guess we've done that. We're going to have to do a mission. What do we have? Prepare the... You know what? We might as well just fucking do it. Got clear reach. Clear reach. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Oh, it's after 10. We've already done our 2 hours. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to drive the heavy crane over. And then we're going to call it a day. We're going to drive them over to the mission. Then we'll be set up for success tomorrow. Unless we play... You know what? We may take the day off of this game tomorrow and play Power Wash Simulator instead. We'll see. We will see. Oh, either way, we definitely want to get this guy over where it needs to be. been great trucking with you, Geoff. Hell yeah, Caesar. It's been great hanging out with you too. Everybody. Every morning. Not every morning, but lots of mornings. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm here, unless I'm traveling. I was obviously traveling this Monday, coming back from Riot Fest. But, oh, hold on a second. Let's see what young Millie Ramsey wants. Okay. Do I still like Apex Legends? I guess I haven't played it since I 1,000 pointed it. So, I mean, I'm sure it probably bears little resemblance to the launch game that I played, but I enjoyed it a lot back then. I don't know anybody that plays it anymore, but I think it's still pretty popular. I like the studio. I love Titanfall. TCG Card Shop Simulator has come up a lot today in this very stream and chat, and I'm just not into TCGs, so I'm not opposed to it. If it was on the Xbox, I would maybe give it a whirl. The Expanse, Osiris Reborn. I've never heard of that franchise. Gaming is so big now. There's so many genres, there's so many niches, there's so many developers, there's so many games, there's so many ways to enjoy it that it's just like there are whole swaths of the gaming industry that I just don't touch or don't understand or don't have any insight into, you know? It's kind of crazy if you think about it, how big the industry is. Like, there's a whole community of people playing League of Legends right now on the internet that I have no idea what's going on. And they're going like, jungle, jungle. And I'm like, okay. Ray streamed it. I think I'm going to hang out with Ray this week. I think we're getting dinner together. Gems of War. I'm so far off Gems of War, I wouldn't know how to play it. I'm out. I'm totally out. I'd be scared to get back in, honestly. I just did it I played that game for so long, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved it, and it was fucking super cool that they put me in they gave me 2 achievements, you know, like what more could I ask for? Definitely love them and supporting them, but you can only play a game for so many thousands and thousands and thousands of hours. Where do I put you? Maybe over here. Yeah. That seems good. I do realize that I wasn't going to be doing this right now, right? We weren't going to do this. We were going to end it, but after we do a little bit. Gotta get this tractor out of here. Can't just be leaving this tractor laying around. It could be a safety hazard. Just think about how easy tomorrow is going to be now because of all this. We've done 50% of the job already. %. Thank you, Glazed McGuffin. We almost got to our subscriber goal of 10 today. Glazed McGuffin came in and got us number 9, which is an A. That's 90%. If I ever got an A in school, I would have been over the moon. So thank you for helping me get an A on my stream today. 7%. Wow. Wow. That's way more than I thought we'd get to. Congratulations, everybody. We did 7% today. That's pretty cool. I think cranes feel better in this than in SnowRunner. Oh, I completely agree. Drunken Mouse. Thank you so much, Drunken Mouse, for the gifted sub. I really appreciate that. That gets us to our goal of 10 for the day. We have done it. It took us 2 hours, but we did it. We have completed our objective. We beat our 4% goal. We got to 7%. Corporal Phoenix jumps in with 5. Holy shit. Salty Stick comes in. You guys are ridiculous. Thank you so much for doing that. That was above and beyond. I really do appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. That's very kind of you. I will think of you fondly for the rest of the day. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are, and thank you on behalf of Victor Wee and Frosties and Dallas Stars and Hannah and Valkyrie and Damio Nono and Power Armor and Chris and Random Device and Bearded Man, who all got subs from you awesome sticks and phoenixes. Thank you so much. I hope everybody has a great day. I'm going to now. You guys have made my day. I will see you right here tomorrow morning for, I think we're probably going to play some Power Wash Simulator. I think I need a bit of a break from Roadcraft. We'll see. Maybe I'll feel differently in the morning. Take care. Bye-bye.